What are my top 10 Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series action figures? Let's find out. Greetings, toy heads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams, here on the Digitally Rebastard Network, the action figure show about news, reviews, collecting tips, customizations, kit bashing, everything that goes into this fun, nerdy hobby that you and I both love. And this week, I'm going to reveal my top 10 Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series action figures. Now, before I jump into that, I just want to clarify something. I only collect the figures that I want. I'm not a completist by any stretch of the imagination. I only get the figures that I want, the characters that I want. If they happen to be pretty cool looking or they have customization or kit bashing potential, I will buy them. But as far as just collecting the figures and, you know, leaving them as is, I only get the ones that I want. So, also, I want to just say I love them all equally. I don't love really any of them more than another. But I do have my favorites, and I have narrowed them down into a top 10 list. So, let's take a look. Empire Strikes Back Bespin Han Solo. This is not only one of my favorite Black Series figures, but this was one of my favorite original Star Wars figures. I played with my Bespin Han Solo quite a bit. The only exception I made to the case of him was when the Return of the Jedi Han Solo came out with the Endor one with the trench coat, and I took the trench coat off and basically just discarded it into my accessory box, and I played with that one quite a bit too. But as far as the guy who got the most experience in battle, it was this guy. And I'm going to move in a little closer here, and we'll just bring him in. Excellent sculpt. Fantastic work on this one. I just absolutely love it. Blue jacket, the white shirt, the brown pants with the yellow stripe on the side, the black boots. They got nice ruggedness look to them, wrinkly leather on those. The gun belt, just fantastic. In fact, the gun belt on this one does not come off. You can take it off, but the strap on the leg on this one, unlike the A New Hope Han Solo, actually comes off. This one does not. It is on there, it's just really, really well done. It's probably, in my opinion, it's the best likeness of Harrison Ford that they've ever done on one of these figures. Just a fantastic looking figure representation. And Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie too, so I'm just going to give you a heads up. There's going to be quite a few Empire Strikes Back characters in this top 10. But Bespin Han Solo, undoubtedly, one of my favorite Star Wars Black Series. And now, Episode 1, Darth Maul. Now, before I go into why I like this one so much, I do want to point out I have removed the rubberized robes on him, and I got custom cloth goods robes because I absolutely cannot stand the rubberized capes, rubberized robes on these things. Hasbro's proved time and time again that they can do cloth goods, robes and capes, and this should not have been an exception to that. I don't know why they did what they did, but yeah, just a really well done. I don't like the rubberized inner robe part, but I've learned to live with it. But yeah, this Darth Maul just really represents the one of my favorite Sith characters, which in my opinion should have gone beyond the Phantom Menace into the Clone Wars. They should have kept him, because I was not a big fan of Count Dooku. But just a fantastic sculpt. Here, let me pull his hood down so you can see. Most of you probably know. But, you know, really good representation of Darth Maul, and Ray Park, the actor that played Darth Maul. Just really, really well done. The saber works really well. It comes apart in the middle. I've actually swapped out. This is the saber that comes with the Sith Apprentice, Darth Maul, but I swapped it out because the one that came with him, it was just a peg, and this one actually has a notched peg, so it stays together a little better. So I put this one on him, just swapped them out. But yeah, I got this cloth robe from GPS Lot on eBay, and it is, yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite representations of a character. I'll have to fix that hood in a moment. He does have a tad problem standing up in an action pose, but I make do. I get him to stand fairly well. But yeah, Darth Maul, definitely my number 9. And now, Episode 3, General Grievous. This is one that I really wasn't going to get when I first started collecting a couple years ago, but I ended up finding him. I think I found him on Amazon, like, really cheap, and I thought, well, I might as well get him because, you know, I've got Obi-Wan and Anakin and Count Dooku, and even though I don't like Count Dooku, but I got him anyway. And I was very, very happy with him. They did an excellent job. Nice paint apps on the legs. You've got, you know, a little silver dry brush on there with some weathering. The armor plating on his exoskeleton looks really cool. Comes with 4 lightsabers, you know, that he took from the Jedi that he had killed. The cape's removable. It's even got little pockets, as you can see back there, for the lightsabers that he has acquired. His arms attached together, so you can just make them to be, you know, 2 single arms. He does have a bit of a problem standing up. I have to really kind of tweak and adjust his legs and everything to get him to stand up because he's a little wobbly. But I do manage to keep him from falling over most of the time. I try to avoid what I call figure fall as much as I possibly can, but sometimes one goes down and it's a domino effect, and then my heart goes to my throat. But yeah, General Grievous, well done, Hasbro, well done. And now, Empire Strikes Back, Lando Calrissian. Mr. Pegwarmer himself. Yes, he is definitely one of my favorites. Lando was always one of my favorites because he was just, you know, this new character. Even back in the old days, he was just this new character that was another kind of smuggler, scoundrel kind of guy, and he knew Han Solo, and they were sort of kind of friends, even though he stabbed him in the back, sort of, in Empire Strikes Back. But, yeah, just really well done. Really nice likeness to Billy D. Williams here. Move the mic in so we can take a closer look. You know, really good likeness of Billy D. Williams. My only complaint is this rubber cape, and I've been working with Josh at Josh's Custom Capes to make me a. He's trying to perfect the Lando Calrissian cape with a soft goods cape. So eventually, this Lando will have a soft goods cape on him, and that is Josh at Josh's Custom Capes on Etsy. So go to Etsy and look up Josh's Custom Capes. The man makes some nice stuff. I have several of his capes and cloaks and everything on several of my figures. But yeah, Lando Calrissian from Empire Strikes Back. They really could not have done it better unless they put a cloth cape on him. It's my only complaint with him. But yeah, very, very, very happy with him, and will always be in my top 10. And now, Empire Strikes Back Luke Skywalker, otherwise known as the Bespin Luke Skywalker, even though, I mean, he wore this outfit throughout most of the film. Even on Dagobah, he wore this outfit, but just didn't have the jacket on. But I think the original was called Luke Skywalker in Bespin Fatigues or something like that. But this was essentially, you know, his outfit. It was just sort of like a military outfit. You know, that when you didn't have like your flight suit on, this is what he had. But really well done on the sculpt on this. One of the better Mark Hamill heads. Just nicely articulated. Has his gun belt. The gun comes out of the holster. It is a separate piece. Just nicely sculpted. Real basic, but looks exactly like he's supposed to look. Much better. This is the second generation one too, I might add. The first one, the head, the body was fine. The head was, they hadn't done the whole face printing thing yet. But this is actually, I feel that this is the best, one of the best representations of Luke Skywalker that they have done thus far. And again, Empire Strikes Back being one of my favorite, or being my favorite Star Wars movie, this guy's obviously going to be in the lineup. So there you go. And now, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, Jango Fett. I have both representations of Jango Fett here. One on the left here being the actual Episode 2 Jango Fett, and this one on the right is the GameStop Gaming Greats Jango Fett. This one I'm actually going to customize. I'm going to go over the silver on him with my Malatau chrome pen and make that make it really, really shiny. I'm not going to do that on this one because this one seems like it's a little dull. This one, as you can tell, is a little bit more shinier. But when that movie came out, of course, Boba Fett being my favorite character in Star Wars, I wasn't real happy with the whole like Boba Fett is a clone of his dad thing that they did. It took the mystery away from the character really for me, but I was in love with this guy. I absolutely, because this was like the first time you really ever saw like a character like this just go absolute like badass. And it's just really well made. He's got both of his blasters. He's got, the belt. They fit in the holsters. The helmet comes off. It's got Tamura Morrison's head underneath, if I can get that off of there. There we go. Yeah, helmet comes off. The viewfinder doesn't come down, but yeah, this is just a fantastic representation of the character. Reason why I got this one is because that PlayStation 2, when I got the Star Wars Bounty Hunter on PlayStation 2, I played the crap out of that game. In fact, eventually I want to do that game in a retro rewind. Won't be the next one that I do, but maybe after that I will fire that up again because it is a good game. But yeah, Jango Fett definitely makes my top 10. And now, Empire Strikes Back Yoda. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking. Ooh, why do you have the creepy, scary face Yoda? I have more Yodas, but this is just the one that was up in the front. This is the first generation Yoda. They have since made a different head sculpt and face printing on it. But what I did was I got myself a second Yoda. Actually, it was probably like my third or fourth Yoda. And I did this. I customized him. I gave him a different paint job because I didn't like the color. The green, it was like an army drab olive green on him. And Yoda's face wasn't that green in Empire Strikes Back because this is the Empire Strikes Back Yoda. I made mine look more like him. I painted his head. I painted his hands. I painted his feet. I also added cotton. I put a little super glue around on his head and gave him actual real hair with cotton from a Q-tip of all things. But yeah, that is my custom Yoda. But interesting story about Yoda from my youth when Empire Strikes Back came out. As soon as I came out of the movie theater, I'm like, I must have a Yoda figure. And we looked, and my parents took me everywhere. We looked at, went to Kmart, there was a toy store downtown at one point. I had a rain check in there for a Yoda. Went to Zayre's, went to, everywhere, all over the place. Everybody that had Star Wars figures, I'd always run down the aisle and check. And finally found one at a Kmart. Like a month or two later after I put the rain check into the toy store downtown and got me a Yoda, and I was so thrilled. I still have him. I'm actually, if I turn over here, I can look. He's over here on the shelf. It's one of my original figures that I kept. But Yoda's always been one of my favorite figures, one of my favorite characters. And again, I know this is the weirdo face Yoda. I'm aware of that. But I have the other one. Actually, the other one, my original Yoda, I took the robe and the snake and everything off, and I got a custom cloak, a custom robe from GPS Slot, and he's over in the prequel figure, so I have that one as well. But yeah, Yoda definitely in the top 10. And now, Din Djarin the Mandalorian. Absolutely love this figure. Love the show. I was so distraught when I found out, like, oh, they're making this Mandalorian show, and it's after all the Star Wars movies. And, the sequel trilogy just did its toll on me. I'm like, I just don't have faith in Disney with Star Wars anymore. I liked Solo. Solo was good. Rogue One, I just didn't care about any. Rogue One to me was all about that last scene, watching Darth Vader go ham. But when this came out, that first episode, I was like, okay, I'm in. And he was actually one of the, when I first started collecting Black Series figures, he was one of the first ones that I got. And then this one, actually, this is the Beskar. This one didn't actually come with Grogu. I have the deluxe edition with the removable helmet, Din Djarin, but I put him on this one, and that's a custom bag from GPS Slot on eBay. But as well as the cape is also from GPS Slot. The cape's a little off right now. I need to fix it. When I picked him up off the shelf, I kind of tussled it. But just a really, and this is the Beskar armor version, obviously, you can tell. I have all of the releases of this. Well, not all of them, but I have the original, I have this one, and then I have the deluxe with the removable helmet with Din Djarin's face underneath. That I actually went over that one with my Molotov pen on all the Beskar pieces and made them shiny. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite characters now. After all the years of, having the classic characters be, in my favorite circle of favorites, if you will. But yeah, Mandalorian, Din Djarin, you're definitely in my top 10. And now, Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader. In my opinion, the best Darth Vader that they've brought out with the Black Series. I don't have the Obi-Wan Kenobi one yet, from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I have it on pre-order. I know it's out, but not dealing with Hasbro pre-order BS. But in my opinion, this is the best Darth Vader that they have made, and I'm so happy that he's the Empire Strikes Back one. But nice cloth goods cape, nice cloth goods robe, just a great sculpt. You have the silver on the upper on the shoulder piece. Everything's painted, paint apps all over the place. Just really well. The saber actually has a more of an acrylic instead of that cheap saber that they were putting, the blade that they were putting on the sabers. Just a fantastic Darth Vader. In my opinion, probably one of the best Darth Vader figures they've ever made. I know that there's SH Figure Arts and all that jazz, but for my money, you can't get better than this until I get my Obi-Wan Kenobi one, and then we'll make a decision from there. But definitely Darth Vader, you're in my top 10. And now, the Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett. This was one of the first figures I actually got when I first started collecting these. And this is like I bought them. I probably have bought this one more than any of the ones that I've duplicated, just because I love customizing this one. I have so many Mandalorian Boba Fett customs that I've done. This one just takes paint really well, but this one I actually have customized a little bit. We'll get him down here. He does have a removable helmet. I did get a from Boba Fett Fresh on Mercari. I got a Tython Boba Fett head, and I hollowed out the helmet, and so I have a removable helmet Boba Fett, and he does have a custom cape that I got from GPS Lot on eBay. I did some black wash on his bodysuit to give it a little bit of weathering. Gave it a little bit more damage. I did some silver dry brush and gave it a little bit more damage. But the Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett's always been my favorite character, but Return of the Jedi Boba Fett is definitely my favorite Boba Fett. Just the colors and everything. What can I say? It is thus far the best Boba Fett that they have made. And that will pretty much do it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have your favorites, list them down below there in the comments, and we'll talk about it. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of the Digitally Rebastard Network, as well as join us on Twitter, Discord, and my TikTok by clicking those links in the bottom right-hand corner of the banner on our channel page. Become part of the DRN family. We will welcome you with open arms. You've been watching Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams, here on the Digitally Rebastard Network. You all have a great week and a great day. I'll see you next time, and until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.